Jack, it's lovely to have you here.
It's very nice to be here.
Right, congratulations first up and foremost on Lead Balloon. It's Jack's sitcom, it's on BBC4, but it's transferring...
It is, to BBC Two.
Due to the success it's enjoyed already on BBC4.
Thursday, we're, well, it's a new term I learned in television called piggybacking. Have you heard this?
Piggybacking?
Where you get, your show goes in on after an established show, and I'm going in after Catherine Tate's show on Thursday, and I was rung up and said, we've arranged for you to piggyback Catherine Tate. Is that okay with you? I said, well, is Catherine happy about it? Because I'm easy. So we're going on Thursday night starts going.
Well, that's great. That's great because I know obviously you were trying out something pretty new for you. I know you've acted for a while now, but this is the first time. Am I right in saying this is the first time you've written a sitcom and performed in it? It's the first time you've done that.
Yeah, it was a new thing. So
I'm really thrilled that it's been a success for you.
Thank you. I am. Yeah.
Good to see you back.
Bloody relief.
Not that you're away. I mean, I'm not saying has been in any way at all.
No, but we have our ups and downs in this career, don't we? I've a few months there.
All right.
And you had the 90s.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Lead Balloon. The title.
Go on.
Go on. Lead Balloon, the title, is something you had this to start with, or it came to you?
It was the second title I came up with. They wouldn't let me do the first one.
What was the
Ship
first?
Sandwich.
Seriously?
Well, I wanted something that was about comedy and sort of, so they, you know, I came on Lead Balloon and I thought that's on Lead Balloon, so that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. Now, we've already established that the character you play, it isn't the biggest stretch in acting terms.
Well, you say that, but for me, I felt it was a total character that I absorbed on my way to filming every day.
Okay.
And,
So, because you play a slightly grumpy comedian.
Yeah. No one has yet agreed with me that this is acting. It's, and my family have watched it and just said, that's you.
But that must be, does it feel like, I mean, obviously because you're doing lines and you're performing, does it feel like you just do you read them as if you're just yourself, or do you have to try and pretend you are then?
Well, he is a person, he's a kind of what-if version of me, and I think that happens a lot when you do comedy. It's if something that you have experienced but then goes much, much worse. And so he is a kind of, you know, what if I hadn't had that break earlier on in my career and done the TV, and he hasn't had those things. So he's stuck in a limbo where he's not doing badly, but it hasn't happened for him.
So he's like Jack D if he hadn't made all that money from the beer commercials.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. So I was laughing, I was on my own completely. I was just like, all right, listen, what are you doing now?
Are you going to show a clip? I was getting ready. I was getting ready to see it. Sorry.
This is the most hideous bad manners on
know,
your part.
It's very bad manners.
You shall wait until the clip is introduced before we show it, young man. We do have a great clip. I want to ask you... Really? Well, we do. Not yet. But let me ask you about writing it before we go to the clip. These are events that have actually happened to you, or it's all created, or it's just an exaggeration of your day-to-day life?
Again, an exaggeration of real life. Some of the things have really happened, and some real things that I'm writing a second series now, so real things are happening, but are put into it, and it's been great fun to find a way to use those, because, you know, sometimes there's stories that I haven't done in stand-up, which I've been able to put in this much more effectively.
Okay. We have a nice clip now of Jack's show. This is and the character he plays called Rick Spleen, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's kind of it was his stage name from years ago, and now
he chose it as his stage name when he started out in the business, thinking that was inspired, and now he's had to live with it for the rest of his life.
So he's stuck with Rick Spleen.
He's called Rick Spleen. Okay.
So. We have a clip. Before we get to the clip, this is Jack D as Rick Spleen in Lead Balloon, which is to be seen on BBC4, but starting next Thursday, also on BBC 2. Here we go.
Hi. I get my papers delivered from here.
What's the address?
12 Holland Road.
How long for?
What?
How long you away for?
Oh,
how long do you want to cancel?
I don't want to cancel anything.
What paper do you want instead then?
No, happy with the paper. I was just going to say...
You don't want to change it to a different one?
Can I just tell you what, instead of you guessing, it'll be quicker. No, paper bill. The paper boy who delivers
Wayne,
in the
Wayne?
Yeah, Wayne.
Yeah, you know him then, do you?
No, I don't know him. You just said his name and I repeated it. That doesn't mean I'm...
Right, has he got you the wrong paper?
No. I was going to tell you, remember? I was going to tell you. what it was. Sorry, the guy who comes in, Wayne.
Wayne, yeah, you know him.
No, I don't know. I just said I don't know
You
him.
said you did know him.
No, I didn't. You said his name and I said Wayne again. You said,
Oh,
do you
well,
know
I
him?
misunderstood you completely.
And I said, no, I don't know him. I'm just repeating the name because
Right.
you had said it.
But you like the name.
I don't know him.
Right.
But he is noisy in the morning. I just wonder if he could have a word, because there is a way with his trolley, you know. Can he oil it? The wheels on the trolley, it just comes crashing through the gate. You know, you could just have a word with him about.
Well, you know, the thing with Wayne. Well, you'll know this from knowing him. He's quite hard to get through to because he's not bright. You know.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to be bright to be quiet.
Well.
You know, you can. A lot of quite thick people are really very quiet. So maybe put that to him.
I love that line. You don't have to be bright to be quiet. Do you have a noisy paperboy?
It was totally inspired by a very noisy paperboy, and that's all it was. So, I mean, you know, I'm like a lot of London houses. My room is at the front, and I can hear this bastard every morning. And there's no need to be that noisy. Just you don't.
Poor little sod. He's getting out in the cold every morning, bringing you your paperboy. You lay up there, fat in bed with your robe round you, while your wife gives you a
42
cup of
anyway. He's not literally. He doesn't get paperboy anymore anyway.
So, in the new series, what storylines do you have that have been inspired by real life? How many of them are?
I'm only a little way into writing the new series, but I got little stories, real life stories that I've thought about. I went to a funeral a couple of years ago, and this will go in somewhere, where you know when you're at a funeral and you just don't want to put a step wrong. You just don't want to do anything wrong at a funeral, and if you had to say one word and it was the wrong word, what would that be? And I did it. I managed to do it at the funeral, and we lowered this guy's body.
So you were actually involved in the lowering?
No, they did it, you know,
Well, you said you stood up like you were doing it.
Let me get on with it. And lowered the casket into the ground, then everyone's standing there like that, and, you know, trying not to do anything but just be like that. And I thought it had frankly gone on long enough of standing around, because it's not good for the morale to wait looking at the coffin. And I just thought, well, if I move away, then maybe that people will follow suit and we can go and have a glass of sherry. You know what I did? You know what I did this? It's true. I just went, good. One word.
Oh, that's awful.
One word that you don't want to say at a funeral, and I did it.
That's awful.
Good.
Oh, how did you dig yourself out of that one?
Thank you.
I didn't mean that. I just meant...
No, it was just awful. I just went and hid.
Oh,
I just
that's
went and
hideous,
hid,
isn't
you
it?
know.
That is hideous.
Oh.
But you're not giving off stand-up, though, I hope. You are one of the best stand-ups in the country, and I know you... I think you prefer acting, probably. I get that feeling.
I'm enjoying having a break, you know, having the change and not feeling the compulsion to come up with topical material about all the stories anymore. It's really nice not to have to do the thing about the McCartneys and all that splitting up. I felt very bad. No, you get no jokes from me. Listen, you know, the thing about Heather McCartney is, you know, she just doesn't realise she shot herself in the foot.
This is wrong, isn't it?
It is wrong, yeah.
Shall we end now while we're still almost ahead?
I'd like to.
Jack, Lead Balloon is, I'm really thrilled. It's a genuine hit. I know it's critically it's been so well received, and I'm sure it'll get a huge audience on BBC Two, which it deserves. Good luck with this current series. Good luck with the next one.
Thank you.
Hey, it's lovely to see you again.
Oh, it's great to be on the show.
Thank you for coming on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack D. Thank you. And I know you're... That was great.